Hello my wings and welcome back to another Value Zero on my channel where I am Jacob from Jacob is here, and today we're going to be reacting to the Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu official gameplay trailer because I did not get to react to the actual the other trailer. Hold on, I had to move some stuff around. I didn't get to react to the initial reaction, like my initial trailer, but I'm going to insert probably a clip of my brother reacting to it in some parts of this, during parts of this video, or maybe at the end of the video or something like that, because he will be here for parts of the review for Star Wars Batuu, since he really likes Star Wars and stuff. He had some interesting thoughts and opinions, yeah. But we're gonna watch the gameplay trailer, which I didn't realize came out today because it's Tuesday, and I just didn't realize it was Tuesday. So it's 3 minutes and 47 seconds. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. If you guys don't know, I'm not using my green screen right now, so I'm over there in the corner. But we're still gonna talk about everything. We're gonna watch it. We'll talk about it. We'll see what happens. I have some thoughts and opinions already, but let's get going.
So.
Christine.
Whoa! Not cool!
He'll never make any friends that way. A few days ago, in a neighborhood not too far away, Cora dreamt of something bigger than the world she knew. Suddenly, a mysterious caller promised the adventure of a lifetime. And in an instant, Cora was swept away to Black Spire Outpost on Batuu. Cora was in shock. I mean, there were aliens, and droids, and blue milk. Why was it blue? Also, she had new clothes. You know what? I'm gonna change this real quick. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. It says I'm cool, but not trying too hard. Anyway, Cora set out to explore more of Batuu. While devouring a plate of delicious Ronto wraps, an especially nosy Abednito named Loose Tongue shared some unsolicited advice.
If it's intel you're after, head to Ogre's Cantina. Talk to DJ Rex,
he whispered. Cora entered the vile den of crime and deviance, only to find what looked like a pretty good time. And at the center of all the fun, DJ Rex. The droid was eager to talk. Apparently, 3 groups had recently set up occupation on Batuu. The Resistance was gathering forces outside the city. The nefarious First Order had taken over an area downtown, and the scoundrels had been trying to get rich off both every chance they got. Each group would pay a handsome reward to anyone looking to help their cause, and Cora could use the credits. She just had to choose her path. It was an exciting time for Cora. She completed many missions, collected rare items, recruited new members, became a spy, even flew starships. Most of the time, she could handle a mission on her own, solo style, but occasionally she could use a little help. Luckily, Cora brought her droid. Oh, right, her droid. Where is my mind? Let's go back. Before going on her next mission, Cora headed to the droid depot. There were many options, but she loved this little BB unit. So she paid the credits and named her BBQD. Cutie, for short. Oh, what a little cutie. Cutie proved very useful while on missions, causing distractions, taking out obstacles, slicing panels, but really, just being a great friend. Look at her. You're the best, cutie. Anyway, back to the mission. Oh, wait. Lightsabers. What did I forget about? Okay, so the very first thing Cora did was get her own lightsaber. So cool. Look at that thing. Okay, we've gotten way off course. Missions. Okay, so after many successful missions, people started to take notice of Cora's effect on Batuu. And as her reputation grew, she made friends with some truly inspiring people. Cora made a pretty good living on those missions. Rewarded with promotions, antiquities from another era, all the galactic credits a person could want. She thought she'd never leave. But then she remembered where she was from, who she was. It was time to go home. Plus, this guy had a temper. Cora returned to Batuu several times and had many adventures. She made her dreams come true. But the one thing she never could have dreamt of was little Cutie. Begin your Sims Star Wars story in the Sims 4 Journey to Batuu game pack.
Okay, there's some stuff to talk about, for sure. Some things, some mentionables. so I don't really care about the opening, like, little thing. It does show some menacing qualities, but, like, that's all we got there, so we're just gonna skip it and move forward. Let's go to here, the call. Now, how did she get the Batu? We still have no idea. These are answers to the questions that they did not give us to, which is odd. I'm sure there'll probably be a live stream of them covering this before it comes out on Tuesday of next week, so probably Friday is my best guess. But I won't be watching that, so you know how it goes for Jacob. So I guess I'll learn eventually. I still think Batu looks really beautiful and things. I'm obviously under the atmosphere of curiosity of, you know, certain shots of this look like it's a fluid no load screen, which you can do because, like, it always puts you outside a lot, so that's probably what it is. And so there's at least 2 lots, but the bot shop, which is, I'm pretty sure that's what this is right here, is a rabbit hole because it pulls up an extra menu, which we can get into. Something just critiquing the trailer, I don't like how scatterbrained it was. I also never actually enjoy when they talk over the trailer. I know this is important to showcase gameplay, but I don't really think this was a very predominantly good gameplay trailer, so it doesn't help much. Okay, so I guess, so some things that she points out: new clothes, new aliens. That's not an alien. I don't know what that is. That's a lot. Alright, then she jumped into Crayosim and we get a glimpse of some new things. This is really cool. I actually just enjoy the fact that we're getting more head jobs and stuff into the game. But obviously we got some new helmets and stuff. No new hairstyles. I find that to be very intriguing. And some very simple outfits. It is game pack, so I do expect more Crayosim items than this particular items. But still, it's, you know, it's just not my favorite. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Alright, and then, she goes, this is like a cafe. My guessing is that they have some sort of vending is what this will resort into. This is a very important character, which is why he looks this way, I'm assuming, because that's not a mask. I'm curious to see how they're doing aliens, if it's how you know, I'm just curious to see how they're doing aliens. The Millennium Falcon, though, does look amazing, and I will point it out again and again. We don't have cars, so I'm kind of mad we got spaceships. I don't know how many of you guys agree with that. I also, just as we see it, as we're looking around and stuff, the world itself seems populated with several different people, but mostly normal-looking Sims, and that is a problem. Realms of Magic is fun until your world starts to join you, because they're not actually wizards, and they can fly and things. It's just not as fun. If I have to work for something, the Sims around me should have to work for something in the Sims games, especially the Sims 4 in particular. It just does not do the work to do that. Any NPC character can be whatever they want, and it's just a tiny bit annoying. Like, they should have a skill system as well, and that's just the work that I decided not to put in. So obviously this is very much a cinematic piece, and things. I do like the fact that gambling's back. That is something I mentioned, just because gambling is really fun in The Sims, and it's a really good way to make money. But once again, how can you travel back to this place? Can you gamble here? Is gambling being opened up completely? What is going to be with the game? You know, what is going to be the big thing? 6-year anniversary is coming up. I will be covering that when it does happen. I do like the robot DJ thing. I think it's kind of cool, but it is very exclusive to this one lot. Like, how many of these things? How many of these things do we actually want? To be honest with you, 3 different factions: Resistance, First Order, and then the people on the ground. So obviously you can see TIE fighters and different, like, I mean, I get it, spaceships are very important to the world itself, it makes a lot of sense, but I'm just like, cars, you know, cars, it's not that hard. Cars, we have bikes, we have skis, you know, now we have like jet skis, now we have spaceships, but we can't have cars. What's so bad about cars, guys? Cars. Hold on, let me. Cars. Okay. Just figured I'd point that out. Let's see here. So the First Order, I think it's going to be the one that I will play with personally. The Resistance never interests me in the game, like the actual movies, because they always lose, and it's just like, why am I joining a losing battle? But the First Order does have Kylo Ren, and I definitely want to woo Kylo Ren, so that's going to be kind of fun to explore, so I'm excited to go down that route and things. I don't know, normally I'd be like, oh, let's look at this outfit, let's look at this outfit, let's look at these cool things, and that type of thing. But I just genuinely just don't care. It just doesn't excite me. And I just have this feeling it doesn't excite a lot of you guys either. But we can just clearly see here who they picked. I'm surprised that this lady who, in that whole video I filmed with my brother, if you guys do want to see it, let me know in the comments down below. He talked about how this is a part of the pack. Like, Batu is what Galaxy's Edge is, and she is a member. This girl right here with the blue hair that you guys can't see because I'm in front of it, is a member on Galaxy's Edge. And so I do wonder why she is just, she's right here in the middle of Resistance. We have Stormtroopers for this, and then we also have the one man, which is very interesting. Oh, I really like this up here. It's very interesting. But it only looks like there's 3 locations, though, which I think is a problem. Okay, as we progress into this trailer, the more wonky it's going to get and the more harder it's going to be to like, tease apart. So, this looks like, I don't know. Part of it, like the darkness and the dark colors, makes it seem like it's the First Order, but also because of the outfits and the choices that they're making as this, like, the Sims and stuff, it makes it seem more like it's the Resistance. So, interesting. This is definitely the First Order, because you can tell because of stormtroopers in the background and things. She has blowtorches, she's doing things, she's working on a trader. We have a thing down here. She's digging through trash. I don't get that at all. The recruiting, I never enjoy recruiting in The Sims. I find it to be very boring and very tedious, and there's so many jobs that require you to recruit more Sims for your, like, if you're an activist, you have to record, like, it makes sense and logically that you would do it in real life. I just find it kind of annoying in The Sims, so I'm not too happy about this having to be an aspect of the game. I like this, having to come in and sabotage things. Fly in the Millennium Falcon. I think it's going to be very controversial. Just kind of put that out there. But it's fine. Because this building, obviously you guys can see this is very stormtroopery. I don't know, I'm very curious to see how big the whole building is in general. Let's see here. Let's continue moving forward. Alright, so we're going to get into the droid depot, which is what this is. So there's several different droids you can choose from BB-8 styles to direct R2-D2s to another one that my brother mentioned, which is these ones down here. But Mobo is the owner and operator of the droid depot in the Black Spear Outpost. Delights in helping infuse his clients create custom droids. Tell him what you want in a droid, and he'll deliver only the best. And so, but yeah, you can also, there's more bodies than the bodies that we just previously looked at. It does kind of look like that you pick the type of droid you want. Like, this is an Art series droid, and this is a BB series droid. And so that's really cool, and there's several different heads and tops for that. So you can choose whatever you want. You can kind of see the whole big thing. So droids itself are pretty cool. I'm excited to play with them. I don't know how much I'll play with them outside of, like, going here. I also don't know if I would want to take it home with me, as this is a family that I probably would just try my hardest to not be around, I guess. So, look behind her. That's a speedster. You know what a speedster does? It drives. So, are we getting cars? Are we getting an element of cars? Are cars coming in an update? Like, I don't know. The more we see cars, the more I wonder about, what did I say? What did I say? Cars. Cars. Cars? I know. Everybody's like babies. I'm just like cars. Not because I really want them, but I'm super curious. It's hovering, but there's a lot there to go over. I don't like any of the dialogue going on right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure I said I fucking hate it in the trailer, so that's nice. Alright, so she skipped a lot of processing that is said in the description about making a lightsaber, so I find that to be very interesting, but you do create your own lightsabers and stuff. You find your own crystals, and you can have lightsaber battles. Also very interesting, we're going to talk about this right here, this shot in the middle, where Rey, who, that image of Rey does not look like Rey, but has above her head a resistance logo. So I find that to be very interesting. I'm very excited to practice this, but I also hope that we have lightsaber battles and not just playful practicing, as they have stated in the past. So that's also something I'm going to be looking at. Then, as you guys can see, as you go down the First Order, there's more and more stormtroopers around the area, and you get bad reputation for it. I really do enjoy Kylo. I'm curious to see what he looks like underneath the mask, as that's what I'm more curious about and stuff. But his lightsaber is super duper cool, and things like that. I do find it very interesting that you could possibly be a part of a, like, you don't, depending on the ranking you are, you could be a stormtrooper. I find that to be very interesting as well. If you care, this is also, I think a lot of people are going to take offense to it. These are not civilians since they're only credits, so I think you can only spend them there. That's an interesting choice. I don't really know how far they should have went with the Star Wars thing. I'm really excited for gambling, though. Moral of the story. Gambling might be the coolest part of this whole entire thing. Depending on the, thing. Alright, so now we're going to jump back into, I do like how he has a temper. I find that to be hilarious if you watch the new movies. So, let's talk about this. No one, and I mean no one's going to be using these items. Even if you're trying, I don't even know why. Let me know in the comments why you would use these items. And you watch it build out, and they're, making a bigger one. The tent down there, over here in the corner, though, looks pretty cool. We'll see how, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the railings. I don't like the doors. I like these. Okay, you see this table over here? If those are the new bar stools or something, yeah, we'll be okay with those. I'd say that's probably about it, though, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then beginning your journey, this will take us over to EA. I don't think there's going to be... there is new things to read about. Interesting. Okay, I wasn't expecting to have new things to talk about with this, so I went through the trailer more. I would have just jumped over here. Alright, Star Wars Journey to Batuu. We've got a good feeling about this. Find out more about it on September 8th. Game Pack September 8th, which is next Tuesday. My coverage will come on Wednesday the 9th. I work on both Wednesday, so I'm going to be working, at night. I'll be playing this, and I'll be covering it, and I'm going to try to edit everything, but it might go up, at 4 or something the next day. But it'll go up on Wednesday. The people of Batuu. When your Sims first arrives on Batuu, it seems like the perfect place for an adventure. Good atmosphere, incredible artifacts, interesting Sims, and delicious local specialties aboard. But before long, they caught up in the conflict between the opposing factions. Learn a simple drink there was no guarantee you say Pazzo. You decide if some dedicates themselves to the cause or defects to another faction entirely. Learn some aspires to be a beacon of hope, an enforcer of the order, or an galactic privateer. They have every opportunity to live out their dreams on Batuu. The scoundrels. You'll find more than amazing drinks, delicious foods, and great music at Olga's Cantina in the heart of Black Spire Outpost. The notorious smugglers of the planet still thrive. Keep an eye out for Hondo Akano if you're looking for some slightly less legitimate work on Batuu. The charming and going weekly pirate turned business man usually has a few missions since to ask nicely. Be careful about the missions you select. As a scoundrel, it's important to ensure that resistance and the First Order are more focused on each other than on your activities, as you build up your reputation for one faction and may drop with another, and scoundrels walk a tight line between the two, so just know while you're playing a scoundrel. Alright, and get in on Big Heist, gain access to the Minio and Falcon missions for missions, and live up to one of the most infamous scoundrels on Batuu. Very interesting. So there's resistance nod. Interesting. He might even tell you the rumor here about the resistance. To join the resistance, you have to prove it might mean doing a little renaissance or build up enough reputation or higher level missions. Got to start somewhere, and it might be... I do kind of hope this pack is a little girthy in length, so there's not a lot to do. So in case you want to dabble with it a few times, you have more to go back and do, which I hope that's the case. Strangerville, for instance, as another story-based one, that's not the case. You can't do that, so, gotta do it. Looting spread creates spying on the First Order, right? Build up an reputation, and perhaps your sim will gain by Mordais, which is the person from the thing. X-Wing on daring, or to fly the X-Wing on daring missions. Mail their earn respect if they climb up enough of the ranks. Alright, or fail in the first order will be much closer to stopping resistance. While the resistance makes every effort to hide presence on Batu, the first order probably lays claim to the outpost. Commanded by Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, they aim to bring order to the galaxy, starting with Black Spire outpost. After all, it's overrun by smugglers and resistance spies. Join their ranks to help them root out the resistance. As a trooper on Batu, it's your Sim's duty to suppress any resistance, plotting, undermine, fortify communication, check IDs on the street, and patrol Black Spire, and depending on your Sim. Do not disappoint them, especially Kylo Ren. He has some anger issues. If your Sim succeeds in their attempts, I'm wondering if that means you can die by Kylo Ren? I wouldn't mind dying by Kylo Ren. That sounds horrible. Like thirst sweets. You can stomp on me. It's fine. If your Sim succeeds in their attempts to aid the First Order, they'll be rewarded with great power, earn both fear and respect from the locals, and people have no choice but be in line. Factions, other moments, gameplay. Get details before your Sim starts appearing. And blah blah blah. My Region at 10 a.m. PT, which is 1 o'clock on Steam, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, and computer. And what path will wait? Oh, at midnight. Oh, I thought it was gonna be at 1. Interesting. Maybe we'll get it early. Maybe we'll be able to cover this one the day it comes out. And telling you all about that stuff and stay up to date. Blah 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 blah. Okay, that brings us to the coverage of this video. I don't really know how I feel. Also, let me know if you guys want to know in the things that my brother said. If not, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal or anything like that. I'm gonna move my camera even further down. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, what do you guys think? Probably not great things, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm not like dissing you for not thinking great things. Let's see here. Already has 10k dislikes, so people are already jumping on it. But I have a feeling people are hating this now because it's like known to hate the Star Wars game pack. So like, yeah, it's gonna come down in infamy as being like one of the worst, I'm sure, and people are gonna hate on it for years and years to come. By the way, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Don't comment down below, hit subscribe, and check out my next video coming hopefully later on today as well, which will be covering the giveaway. I know it's supposed to come out already, but now you guys have 7 days. It'll come out today at some point, I promise. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a big fat thumbs up. Don't comment down below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another beautiful video. Thank you for watching.